Good morning, everybody. I am enjoying my pre-workout right here. You're gonna hear the dogs drinking water. But yeah, this is an all-natural pre-workout. It comes with caffeine from green tea, and then it also has a specific formula that's been tested to help people improve their performance when they're working out and to prevent fatigue. And also, I just kind of like this sometimes over the taste of coffee. Sometimes I prefer like a sweeter taste in the morning, and other times I just prefer coffee. I don't know if today is going to be a 2 coffee kind of a day. We're still a couple of days after Thanksgiving, and I'm feeling a lot better eating the foods that I've been eating. To be honest with you guys, I've been eating kind of intuitively. I've been listening to my body and just eating like the healthier versions of what it is that I've been craving. So if I want something savory, then I'll eat something savory, but I've noticed that it's been a lot less like volume. It's been a lot less actual food that I'm putting in my system, especially compared to Thanksgiving. But like, honestly, when are you ever eating that amount of food on a regular basis? But for my standards, it's been a lot less than what, I'm usually used to. Yeah, and so I've been doing a little bit of like a natural cleanse where I'm just eating the foods that I know are not causing any kind of inflammatory issues. For those of you that don't know, I actually have a thyroid disorder. I was diagnosed in July of 2014 with Graves' disease, which, for those of you that don't know what that is, it's a thyroid issue. The thyroid is the gland that's in your neck. It's located right here, and it can either perform too quickly or it can perform too slowly. And when it performs too quickly, it usually will mean that your metabolism is a lot faster. People that have hyperthyroid issues, such as Graves' disease, they'll usually present with like a heart racing issue, and sometimes they'll be like naturally skinny. They might sometimes have like fatigue issues, or like it feels like they're kind of like ADHD and a bit spastic. Whereas people with hypothyroid issues, so people that have like Hashimoto's, for example, they'll have weight gain. Their hair will start to thin out. They'll have issues severely with fatigue, depression, anxiety, things like that. And so when I got sick, doctors couldn't explain what was going on because I was diagnosed. I had the lab values of someone with hyperthyroidism, but I had the body and the symptoms of someone with hypothyroidism. And so my endocrinologist, did you guys just see that? I just spilled all over myself. Whoops. Let me just put this down so I can talk for a minute. But yeah, my endocrinologist, I don't know if he just like didn't think outside the box or what was going on, but he just was not a very good physician, in my opinion, if I'm really to say so, because all that he wanted to do was to just put me on medication, and he didn't really want to work with me given the fact that I was such like an abnormal case. And I got referred to a bunch of different people. I got referred to rheumatology. I got referred to a different endocrinologist. And either the issue was that I couldn't see them quick enough because I was also in school at the time and I was going to be going back to school. And so either people couldn't see me quick enough, or they just wanted me to continue on the medication that I was prescribed for Graves, which always made me feel like sick to my stomach. It gave me really bad heart issues and made me like even more depressed than where I was. And so I hit pretty much rock bottom emotionally like in 2016. And this is all leading up to me talking about food and saying that the only way that I was able to kind of like fix my mental health, my emotional health, was through food. And I learned very quickly that food for me really is medicine, and eating the right kinds of foods will have a major effect on my health and on my mood and on my life in general. And so I've learned throughout the years that there's specific foods that I'm sensitive to, and some foods will really set off my thyroid, like it'll actually make it swell. Gluten is a specific one that does that, as well as dairy. Sometimes dairy mostly gives me different issues. But anyway, the point of this is to tell you guys that, you know, it is possible to learn what foods that you're sensitive to without taking a very expensive test. And all that you really need to do is just, instead of investing the money into that test, you invest the time into learning how your body reacts to these different foods. So the best way that I was able to do it, and that it's what's encouraged for people to do it, is to do basically a cleanse, and to eat only the specific foods that you know are not going to cause inflammatory issues, that are not going to cause your body to swell up. And so that's what I basically learned, is that my thyroid issues were a manifestation of the food that I was putting in my body. Buster's looking at birds. Yeah, and I learned that when I didn't eat those foods, I got better, and my thyroid issues got better, and my thyroid labs got better. And so over time, I just understood that there are certain foods that make me have like flare-ups. And so today I'm, excuse me, he has a job to do. And so today I'm going to show you guys like a few foods and like things that I like to eat when I'm watching for my thyroid health. And that's why I'm prefacing this by saying, remember that the foods that I'm eating may not look like a lot, and it's specifically because we're just coming off of Thanksgiving, and I'm not really wanting to eat that much in volume anyway. I'm just enjoying very simplistic, kind of like what are they called? Mono meals, where you eat like a 1 or 2 things at a time, and it's not like this whole big meal. However, I did meal prep last night. I made a green chef for my brother and I, and so I have like a little bit of, I have a cauliflower curry that I'll show you guys today. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna go finish drinking this, and then I'm gonna go get my workout in and get on with the day. it's because of the nutrition that I've been having lately, but my hair is so naturally curly. I'm like honestly really impressed. But so this is part of one of my this is what I've been doing for about a year now, as I've been drinking these post-workout powders, and they're really great at helping to recover muscle after an exercise, and it helps specifically by rebuilding the muscle, right? So within this protein powder, they are amino acids called branched chain amino acids that are like the building blocks of muscle. Tastes literally like chocolate milk, and they have a vegan formula, so that's what I'm drinking today. So I just refilled my water bottle, and I'm gonna toss this into it. Oh, I ate the Brussels sprouts, which is weird to pair it with this chocolate milk, but whatever. This is kind of like a nice treat for me. It's a little like snack, and honestly it keeps me pretty full for a couple of hours. So with the Brussels sprouts and the workout powder, I'm good for like honestly 3 to 4 hours, and I'll probably I'll heat up what I cooked last night, English. But yeah, so that is that. So now I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna get some studying done, and then I will show you the next meal when I get hungry. Okay, so it's now 6 o'clock, and I am getting hungry again. And honestly, that lasted me quite a while. If you guys noticed, I ate, I think, around like noon, or was it even earlier? 11 or 12, something along those lines. And so now I'm gonna have this cauliflower curry that I made last night. Let me put you guys down. I made this last night when I was, our parents were out of town, and so I made some cauliflower curry. I put some chicken in the curry for my brother, and I'm having just the cauliflower. So I'm gonna heat it up, and knowing me, I tend to like to eat more in the evening, so I might eat more than just this. But we'll start with this and we'll see how it goes. My first time trying it out. I'm not using a fork, I don't know why. It's fantastic. I'm really proud of myself.